Morning again. My speech today will be talking about diseases and white-tailed deer and how you should spot them and what you should do after you spot them. The first one I'm going to talk about is blue tongue. Blue tongue is an insect-borne disease brought on to deer, sheep, and goats. It's caused by biting flies such as midges, and it cannot be transmitted to human, and the meat is completely safe to eat. With blue tongue, the animal can look feverish or depressed, have swelling of the head, neck, and tongue, and eyelids, sloughing of the hooves, and sloughing means like it's deteriorating and it doesn't look proper. And rarely do they ever have a blue tongue. According to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Natural Resources, blue tongue will make deer more susceptible to diseases and even other predators. The second one you've probably heard of as the zombie disease, and that's chronic wasting disease, or CWD. And CWD is a disease that is fatal to deer and is closely related to mad cow disease. Transmitted from deer to deer with no cases reported to have transmitted to humans. Although it may be possible, none have happened yet. The meat is safe to eat, but that's up to you, and it's got to be cleaned without cutting through bone and cleaning around the bone, avoiding spinal cords and brain stems. You can identify CWD in white-tailed deer by a frail appearance. They'll be really, really skinny, staggering around, and they'll have a severe loss of hair. If you happen to see a deer that has contracted CWD, contact the SCDNR. And according to the SCDNR, no CWD has been spotted in any deer in South Carolina yet, because we do not allow transportation of deer across the border for commercial use. The third one is rabies. You've probably all heard of rabies, but it's not common in deer, but it's completely possible if an animal is bitten by a carrier. Deer with rabies will have no fear of humans and very little coordination. A loss of hair near the head because the disease is traveling to the brain, and rabies is very easily transmitted to other animals by bites or saliva, and is commonly transmitted to dogs. So if you see a deer or any other animal with rabies, contact your local Department of Natural Resources immediately. The fourth one I want to talk about is the mange. Mange is a highly contagious disease to mammals caused by mites that burrow under the skin. And the animal will be covered in thickened, wrinkled, and will be thickened or wrinkled. It'll be covered in scabs and typically smells pretty awful. And the animals normally heal after it, but whenever it gets really bad, they're typically going to be scabbed up or not look right for their life. And once they're healed up and the mites are gone, their immune system returns to normal, so they have a high chance of survival. And the meat from an animal affected is safe to eat because the mites only stay in the skin and don't go in the body at all. And the fifth one is tuberculosis. Tuberculosis affects deer about the same as it affects people, and it's not that easy to spot until after the kill. Whenever you're cleaning the deer, you want to look for sores in the chest cavity or anywhere in the body, really, like the liver or the rib cage, and that's how you can tell if your deer has tuberculosis. It will be safe to eat after you've cleaned it, and it is recommended to always wear gloves and whenever you're cleaning the deer, just for that, just in case they have tuberculosis. I'm sure you don't want to get it. And they'll have trouble breathing, they'll be coughing have nasal discharge, and possible emaciation in the later stages of tuberculosis. That concludes my wildlife diseases speech. And when you come across any wild animal, just always be careful around anything that could be affected with the disease, due to they all have a lack of fear of humans, and the disease may be contagious to people. Thank you.